to break into the game in the industry is really, it's a tough thing to do, because it almost, I hate the term and I hate the philosophy, you know, it's all about who you know, but it does apply in certain senses, you know, of the word. Really what I do on my scale, since I, you know, like I engineer and I mix and I produce and write for people, you know what I'm saying, I just really extend an open arms, like, to anybody that's about making good music, really. And that's how I, you know, go about it. And through those doors, you know what I'm saying, people like hear about is put my name out there, whether it be internet, whether it be working with different artists in different cities, traveling, and you know, just introducing myself and opening doors. And you know, I mean, I've done things for, you know, gospel churches and just all kinds of things. So really, you get your name out there by word of mouth and stuff, but I don't really get it out to people because, you know, I feel like it's only, nowadays, it's only so many people that could really get on it and do the track. It's total justice. Not to, like, you know, put my track up there, but, you know what I'm saying, it's just a lot of people want to sit there and make snap records and bouncing club music, and I'm just really trying to be artistic with it nowadays. So I think St. Louis has a lot, but St. Louis is choosing to expose only so much, or St. Louis is really being dormant in a sense, as far as I think. I mean, St. Louis has its own style, but I know there's so many people in the city and so many different types of personalities and minds. When you look from like Nelly, and he did his own thing, you know what I'm saying? And I give him props for that, because he like really changed the industry in a sense, you know. But you know, you got Nelly and then the Lunatics, and then you go down to Jay. You do have like Baby Huey and everybody like that. And there's no diss to them, but they're all doing the same thing, like in Chingy and stuff like that. They're all doing the same thing to put themselves out there, is by hitting that mainstream club record. And it's really affected in their sales and other formats, because, you know, it'll get you hot, it'll get you some steam, but it's not gonna get you no long that. But still, we're following like a sales platform as far as marketing and as far as methods and making these albums and stuff like that. A lot of these people, you know, they come and, you know, they put the club record out, and then, oh, that's out, and it's like 15 times on that CD, you know what I'm saying? So what that'll get you? That'll get you some ringtone sales, and that'll get you downloaded, but ain't nobody gonna production level. It's, you know, I've worked with a lot of like artists and producers and stuff like that, and a lot of it's still the same. St. Louis used to have more of an eclectic ear, I think, you know, whether it be 5 or 10 years ago, and now it's just, you know, and some of it is geographically speaking, we so close to the South, but now I think just the Southern movement has been swept like St. Louis. There's other cities too, but it's just, I refuse to believe that everybody in St. Louis is gonna make a beat like Lil Jon, like, you know what I'm saying? I refuse to believe that everybody is Nelly out of here. You know, there's other people, you know, and I know there's people that have different backgrounds and they got more to say than what's actually being put out, but, you know, they're so caught up in the mainstream aspect of it that we have. And I think it's affected in our music too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it's in there, but I still don't see enough of it, you know what I'm saying? Because we have our own style and stuff like that, but it's still, I can tell when it's, you know, St. Louis, and then when it's like St. Louis trying to, you know, be something else. So I just really would like to see more of what goes on. We're just bad as, if not worse, you know, because I've known people that lived in both places, Compton and you know, in New York. St. Louis was just as bad and just as ill as stuff happened back in the 80s and 70s as anywhere else, you know what I'm saying, as any other city. Yet we're the ones, we're not exploiting that, you know, within our music. We're not talking about what really goes on here, you know what I'm saying, or how it is here, you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm cracking up at like all these artists that's coming out of here, because, you know, they use what really happens here. They're not really giving St. Louis, you know. There's a lot of culture here. Like, so many blues and jazz greats and came out of here, you know, even rock. I mean, there's so many genres out of here. It's crazy. I lived in like other cities before, and the music scene is like crazy here. And, you know, with the exception of like the majors like Chicago and New York and Los Angeles, but St. Louis is a really big music loving city and stuff like that, and there's so much culture here, but it's not getting shown in our music, you know, except for like what kind of slang we use, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They talk about the same thing that 50 other dudes talked about on their records. You know what I'm saying? Nelly really did it on the Country Grammar album, but you know what I'm saying? But it's in but a lot of these other cats, man, they're just following the mainstream format, the commercial format, you know, and that's the thing. It's so music. It could be, because you are giving people a feeling, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what I like is like about music, and when you make great records, is because, you know what I'm saying, music is like sex. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, no, for real. Because really, there's sex and there's making love. I'd rather, when my music, I make love to my music, and I want people to make love to my music. Because when you have sex with somebody, like pumping out another Lil Webby record or something. Now, no, this is Lil Webby. I shouldn't even use that as an example, but like a commercial record. You know, you have to say that back, because I haven't even heard his whole album. But when, I don't know, my email, aliyahislove@hotmail.com. That's AALIYAHISLOVE@hotmail.com. Or myspace.com/Soul of St. Louis. That's SOULOFSAINTLOUIS. You gotta spell the Saint out. Soul of St. Louis.